Oh, baby, it is time. What is up, friends? Welcome one, welcome all. The Skype screen didn't break, Zeph. Esports has been achieved. What's up, my friend? What's up, my friend?
Not much. I'm just super hyped. We're about to get into some video games. And the only thing better than normal StarCraft is a StarCraft final. So it is going to be great.
That's right. The apex, the peak of all pleasure is in the final of StarCraft. And, boy, it's a big one today. We have got Roots herO, or OSC Roots herO, I should say. He's been on a bit of a tear lately. Just to introduce our first finalist here. Just a little bit. Let's see. I was looking up his stats recently. He's the Super Tournament Champion. Mm-hmm. He won the Elima League Weekly. And I think his run was... I have it actually written down. 2-0 Billowy, 2-0 Patience, 2-1 Innovation, and then 3-0 to Live in the final. Not bad. It's okay. It's not bad.
It's all right.
Also, he hasn't dropped a map since making the quarterfinals of the VSL Season 1. Hasn't dropped a single map.
Yeah.
Not one.
He went through some sick players to get to this point as well. He did go through the likes of Bjorn, Rogue, and Stats. Like, are you serious right now? This guy cannot be stopped.
That's right. And to talk about the other finalist, Impact. Now, this on paper, unfortunately, if we're real with you guys, this on paper could be the most one-sided final in a long time. On paper, it looks that way. But we've been in StarCraft for, what, 6 years now, Zeph? Thereabouts? 6? Mm-hmm. We've seen magic happen many, many times. Hopefully it does happen for Impact, because this kid, he's coming into the final, definitely the underdog here. I think if you're arguing that Impact is going to win this one, then you're probably Artosis, maybe while drunk. I don't think Impact's going to... I don't think Artosis still has Impact's back in this final, considering that his GSL performance went down to SOS 02 in GSL last night, 24 hours ago. Well, more like 22, but whatever. Splitting hairs here. And SOS, I don't rate as highly as herO right now. Like, yeah, SOS is great. He's, La Cucaracha, he can't be killed, but he was killed. He got beaten by Lacera in the end there, and I mean, SOS just isn't as impressive as herO lately in my mind, and I find that kind of hard to argue with. So, what can we say about Impact coming into this final that makes it look like he has a chance here? Zeph, help me out with Impact.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, like, herO, like you said, on paper looks a lot better. He's won just about one of every tournament at this point, like SSL, GSL, IAM, you name it. He's probably at least gotten like top 3. If not won it. Impact is still looking for that one big result. Don't get me wrong, he's won some things, but nothing that's that chunky prize money that we're used to seeing from the really tip-top players. But as of late, I think Impact is playing the best he ever has in his career.
Yeah.
So I think while we're quick to say, yeah, hero's a badass, and it really does look favored towards him, we can't count Impact out. Let's not forget that he has made it to the finals. He's been through some sick players himself, people like Zest, people like Biel. So he definitely has a shot here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he went down to Stats in his group, unfortunately. But yeah, that win versus Zest goes to show that his ZVP is not too shabby. That was a close and scrappy series, though. And,
it was a little bit, yes.
Yeah, and herO actually went down to Bjol in the groups, but you got to say that Bjol is all around a better Zerg than Impact, or historically has been recently. And I mean, herO just made Rogue look silly in the semi-final. We saw the final, we casted it ourselves. He really did a number on that kid, and I'm hoping here that Impact is everything Artosis promised, and he comes in swinging and gets maps off of herO here in this best of 5 final. It is going to be a best of 5, by the way, for the grand final. But don't worry, the stream's not going to be just over in an hour or however long the best of 5 is going to be for long. Best of 5 is generally an hour and a half.
Yeah.
There is some stuff afterwards as well to do with the next part of VSL. So stick around, do not tune out. And also let your friends know, get on that social media. The VSL finals are going down. Of course, there's a lot of great StarCraft on right now. There's the OG SSL Classic is back. If you want to see some Brood War that's happening right now on SPO TV, I believe, on YouTube. But you can have a Twitch tab open and a YouTube tab open at the same time. All of you can handle that. We got quality settings. That's why they invented those kind of things. And I think OSC is running something as well. So if you want to multi-Twitch, get that YouTube on, we are actually saturated with StarCraft goodness.
We certainly cannot get enough of it at the moment, especially in Korean StarCraft. We've been so lucky to see so much going on at the moment. Got some season highlights or something going on here. I gotta say, the production for VSL has been spot on.
It has. Zeph, are you getting music, by the way?
Actually, I have it muted at the moment. No, I don't.
You don't? Okay, just checking. Because I changed my audio input, and sometimes that messes up that sort of thing. I haven't heard any of their sick rock music or anything like that to let me know that the VSL is going down. But you're absolutely right. You hit the nail on the head. The production's been on point. Twitch Korea, don't mess around. They really have been doing a great job. It looks sick. I mean, they got this little studio. The studio is literally 2 desks. It's right behind me. I can tell you right now. The studio is literally 2 benches with a bunch of PCs on it and some stuff on the walls. And they have made this thing look like a legit stage show, and it's really fantastic. Impact, he's looking a little bit jittery, but he was before Zest as well, and he sorted Zest out. So we can't really, say too much about that. But herO, he was actually looking like he was getting a little bit of that meditation, a little bit of centering that chi before this final. I saw him just on camera a little bit ago.
Yeah, I think the scariest thing for Impact here at the moment, put all of herO's achievements aside for a moment. He has like almost a 70% win rate in PvZ, which is insane.
Whoa.
Like, you rarely see people get up that high.
And Zeph's not talking about ladder either. This statistic is from tournament play, professional tournament play, which is incroyable. It's not a win rate you often see at the highest level of any video game. I think Innovation has something like that, maybe a little bit more. Like, he has a stupid win rate, I know. I'm not sure what it actually is, but yeah. The kid's out of control. And this kid's out of control as well.
He sure is. I can't wait to see the first map, because herO, the games that we've seen from him, he does something a little different every match. He can be really cheesy, or he can play it straight up, but he's been wrecking absolutely everybody, and I think it's definitely going to be up to Impact to either do something different himself and throw a spanner in the works, or I don't know. I just feel like playing standard might be a little bit risky.
Yeah, I think playing your regular game or even being defensive against herO is going to lead you astray. herO, yes, herO's favorite unit has been the Adept. And yes, the Adept did get nerfed by 10 hit points. But I don't know about you, Zeph. I've been playing my ladder games. It doesn't feel that different.
No. I mean, I have the, maybe the right word is fortune. I don't know. Not hitting many Protosses at the moment. It's all Zergs and Terrans. So I haven't noticed it myself, really.
I've been hitting lots. We have the map intro going down. Looks like map 1's going to be Newkirk Precinct here, guys. Sorry about the lack of sound. They're actually, in the Skype group that I'm in, we're trying to figure out why the clean feed doesn't have any sound. We're seeing what's happening here. Hey! They're listening. So that was Impact in the bottom right, and in the bottom left, this is herO.
Sure is.
Alright, what's your game clock at, Zeph?
I'm at about 20 seconds.
You're at 20 seconds, I'll pause. You let me know when you're at 31.
Alrighty. We'll be there soon. Sorry, guys. We've got to sync up because it's a live feed, and I'm at 31 now.
Down.
Cool.
All right. So, the final has begun. We have music, we have game sound. This feels a lot better.
Yeah. Got them Terran grooves going.
Yeah, and really, the Terran soundtrack is objectively the best that they have. It is just... It's slide guitar, it's a bit of rock, it's a bit of distortion, it's that drum kit. Sounds like he's using some of those jazz brushes right now. Big fan. Anyway.
Indeed. Well, let's see how we go here on map number 1. Nice small two-player map. Decent rush distance between the 2 bases. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Stargate plus some Adept play on this map. That kind of is the flavor of the day at the moment, but in true herO fashion, he is kicking things off with a bit of annoyance.
Yeah, this is annoying. Forces, of course, the Zerg to take their natural elsewhere, and this is a very, very vulnerable location for the Zerg. A lot of Zergs have complained about the fact that the 3rd location is tough to defend on this map. you're either at the front there or you're way up north, and that's a tough place to reinforce as well. You're not going to have any creep spread up there, that's for sure. And herO forcing that natural hatchery at the front there opens up possible vulnerabilities for Impact, as he, you know, we did touch on it before the game started. herO likes to go for a depth pressure, likes to go for big attacks, and really not stop once he starts either. And that hatchery will definitely be the target, unless he goes for the main or something.
Yeah, exactly. I think this map is really nice for a bit of harassment. Like you said, that base towards the north is a little bit harder to cover. And it gives a good sort of run-by point for herO Warp Prism shenanigans later on, especially with the airspace near the main. You can kind of do a multi-prong there. But I think, honestly, the strongest thing I've seen on this map is a Colossus timing push against people like Impact who play that Ling Bane Hydra composition. So we'll see what Impact actually ends up going for, because we may see herO sit back on that 3 base and tech up.
Yeah, we could very well see that. So we see that Impact's breaking off one of the high hit point Lings away from this lower hit point one, just to get a little bit of a scout on the main, keep the longevity of the scout alive. Sees that a pylon is put all the way at the edge here, and Zeph's, that's not for batting away Overlords. That's for hiding tech. So, herO coming in here with his first Adept, shading in. Don't expect it to get too much damage, as we have Queens on the way. Lings aren't getting made here by Impact, although with 2 pylons, that actually could change things up. Didn't see those. Thank you, Observer.
Yeah. So we do have 12 Lings on the way, but the Mothership Core is already en route to this base. So he doesn't really have enough time to take these out, especially not with an Adept in the mix as well. Queen's already taken a fair few hits off on that Mothership Core, so he will have to be careful with that.
Well, it looks like the Mothership Core got touched up pretty heavily here. These Lings actually look like they will be enough to clean this up too. The Adept died earlier as well. Oh, yeah, with the Queens, this pylon's going to go down for sure, and herO takes a little bit of damage, but the Observer's actually missing. 6 probes dying here. 6 probes have died. Observer. Mr. VSL Observer. Yeah, so some Lings actually got into the main of herO and killed 6 probes during that pressure. And yeah, it was pretty interesting, but herO did no damage there. I mean, he killed Lings. None of the Queens died.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, mate.
Beautifully handled by Impact. Not only that, but he had 3 probes out on the map, one of which died, 2 of which were just running home. I think another one died there as well. So he has actually had a fantastic start to this game. Look at the workers, 32 to 24, and being Zerg, he can still power ahead. He just needs to make sure that he doesn't lose any extra drones to this Oracle. Not sure if the Ling harass will actually be able to keep him at home with that, but yeah, we see the spores coming up in the production tab now, so with good Queen positioning, he shouldn't take any damage from that.
This Mothership Core cannot recall, so that's going to die.
Wow.
I'm not sure that was deliberate.
I guess herO.
But, yeah, I mean, it softens up this Queen. It looks like the Oracle will be able to kill it, which is a nice pick-off. Losing the Mothership Core kind of sucks. Second Oracle on the way here to join up with that very hurt one. And it looks like Impact, so he's getting his melee and going for Roach Warren as well, so he's not messing around here. This could actually be, you know, some kind of bust or something. He did get the Evo Chamber, he's getting his upgrades, he's getting Lair nearly 3/4 of the way done. Of course, here comes the Adept push.
Yeah, and this is the thing about hero's play style. It's kind of constant pressure, so you're always going to have to balance those units and drones. 14, no, a few more than that, Lings on the way, as these Adepts shade into this third base. Yeah. Queens are here to help with the defense.
Tons of Lings here. I mean, not that many. The Adepts should win this fight, but the most important fact is that Impact should be able to cover here. He could actually cancel the shade. No, he's going to come in. And with these 2 Oracles, this is actually very, very dangerous. Lings could disappear to these Oracle beams, but the Spore batting them away. Looks like another Adept or 2 is going to go down before they shade. And into that third, where Impact has more Lings waiting. Impact is playing this early game amazingly here, Zeph.
That's it, man. This is why we can't count him out. He is handling this beautifully. And herO, everything he's done in this game so far has gone pear-shaped. So he's got to be a little bit careful. There's a lot of Lings left over for Impact at the moment as well. So he can pressure that new third base with those. And these Oracles still aren't really able to find too much damage out here in Zerg territory. So the lair is done. Upgrades are coming down. And Impact is on the other side of the map with his Lings.
Yeah, just seeing that third is just being dropped down now. Plenty of sentries. Sentries definitely very nice with the overcharge to be safe against Lings. But Impact's had his third for a while, and he's getting his fourth now. And powering drones as well. Impact knows that he's safe for a while here. Is you know, hero's only map control is these Oracles. Getting 2 drones there, nearly losing the Oracle does save it. That's free damage, I suppose. But Impact with a lovely work account, and his upgrades are already starting to churn away. Roach speed on the way, +1 already done for these Lings. I gotta say, I love Impact's position right now, but of course, the game is not over. Lots of production for herO starting to finish up warping in.
Yeah, and he's finally starting to get some of the tech in as well. With that robo and walling off that third means it's a little bit safer here. Those Lings aren't really going to be able to find a good angle unless herO moves into an inconvenient position himself. Fourth base is coming down for Impact quite nicely as well. Not a lot of pressure put on him. All things considered, I'm used to seeing a little bit more multi-prong from herO, but he's had a rough start, so
yeah.
Impact is doing a great job at keeping tabs on him as well.
See, these two Oracles could burn down this hatchery. They have enough energy by the looks of things. Uh-oh. That's annoying for Impact. And herO, you're speaking about multi-prong, is going to start getting those multi-prongs on happening. I can't believe he remade that. That's 75 less minerals. But anyway, the multi-prong is going to happen now. Prism is out, and herO could go for drops, but it looks like Impact is just making units and rallying across. Queen's leading the charge, and here come the big boy Roaches hitting the front here. Oh, a Ling Flang for the back! There's still plenty of force fields left over on these sentries, though. Impact has to be careful.
Yeah, he certainly does. With the Ravages here, those force fields can be taken out, and there's not a lot of beat to this army. The Lings come in from behind, trying to chew on those sentries, but herO does manage to micro his way out of it, but there is a lot of Zerg left here. We've even got Transfuses on the way with those Queens.
herO doesn't even have an immortal. He doesn't have an immortal yet, Zeph. That pylon goes down. There's some of herO's production gone. Plenty of Roaches hitting that front door. Tons of Ravages and Queens here to help with energy for Transfuse as well. herO's actually in a lot of trouble here.
He certainly is. Even when that immortal comes out, one immortal is not going to be enough. In fact, he unpowers the robo and continues to press forward, and herO has so little to defend with.
What did we say about magic happening, Zeph? What did we say? Impact large and in charge in game 1, and he's looking like he's going to start this final with a bang. GG! Impact getting game 1 against the hugely favored Protoss player herO.
Well done to Impact. Handled herO's pressure just so beautifully throughout that early game. I feel like herO's maybe regretting trying to do that cheeky 2 pylon overcharge in the third base there early on.
Yeah, that's actually a reasonably large investment. You know, the Adept, the 2 pylons, Mothership Core, which he lost for basically nothing as well, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a pretty, you don't think about it, that's not too much for later game, but in the early game, that's a fair bit. It slows everything down, you know, your thirds a little bit later, all that sort of stuff, so definitely went well in the defense there for Impact, and he played that one beautifully. I love the idea of getting those speedlings to flank and keep everything in one place for the Biles as well. Really, really nice play there from Impact, something I hadn't seen too much of yet.
Yeah, that went beautifully, and I think that's maybe the best way to kill herO. Just don't let him get to that chunky composition, whether that be Adepts or Colossi or a Model Stalker or what have you.
Now, I don't mean... sorry, excuse me.
Early, then.
I don't mean to call out people in the chat, as I don't tend to do it too often because it's a little unprofessional, but Silent Knight, you are absolutely wrong. 10 hit points on the Adept does not make that much of a difference, my friend. There were not that many Adepts on the field anyway to speak of. That was just a brilliant timing from Impact that went very, very well. No Immortals, no nothing like that. The Adepts don't change that fight, I'm sorry to say. Anyway, moving on. Game 2. Going to be on Proxima Station here between Impact and herO. Impact already with a 1-map lead. Sick.
Yeah, I think last time Impact played on this one as well, he went for a bit of a cheeky Nidus. So that's going to be in the back of my mind going into this match. Not sure if he's going to be brave enough to try it against the likes of herO, but it's definitely an option.
Hey, there's that music. Getting rocking. Throw that head around. Whip it back and forth, Seth. I'm going to check the Skype webcam to make sure you're doing it. You're not.
There's no whipping, I'm sorry.
God.
I'm not in prime main position to...
Alright, I feel you, alright. Fair enough. You do have a braid as well, and actually whipping that could be quite painful.
Have whipped myself in the face before, it's not pleasant.
Oh, and the bottom left. Here we go.
Bottom left, yeah.
This is Impact. You can get the guy in the top right, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay, it's a race here. They do it so fast.
Yeah.
In the top right, it's herO.
Just trying to smash out these intros, guys.
See how fast that is? Ridiculous,
Yeah,
guys. Usually we get to like take a deep breath and really savor it.
Korean commentators also speak really fast as well. I had a little bit of a glitch in the Matrix there. Did you as well?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. What's your time clock at?
39:40.
Ah, we're good. You must have had the glitch as well. Alright, so I need to get this banner up, boys and girls. So, excuse me. I'm just going to resize this bad boy, chuck it somewhere else.
Doing it live.
That doesn't look good, does it? I'm going to... Look, herO, I'm sorry. You're going to get a bit of that base trade right in the face. Just a little bit.
Wow.
Wham.
BM.
Wham.
Reported.
Reported. Send me to the police, Seth. I'm out of control.
Well, it looks like Impact is just doing a standard opener here, grabbing the forward base, however, just so that he has an easier third base to take later on. No herO shenanigans to deal with here first thing in this match, at least, so that he doesn't have to worry about any cheeky pylons.
That's right. Just being a careful cat. I like Zergs that take this front base because it leaves you guessing. If you don't get to that back area, I mean, you know, most pros can open Stargate, so they will see with an Oracle, but you can pull a fast one, and it gives you the advantage of having creep spread at the front already, and it's quite easy to connect it to the main as well. I like it.
I too enjoy that base positioning. And he's grabbing himself the speed here, so we will be able to have a bit of map control early on. Of course, you kind of need that speed anyway because of the threat of adepts, and we can see the first one is already on the way for herO there. Ronoing that out for the time being. Keen to see what tech he's going to choose. It may very well be the Stargate once again, but from time to time he will drop the Twilight instead and go for faster adept upgrades.
Yeah, could do indeed. Sorry, Zeph, you're going to have to cast this game while I just fix everything up. Because, my god, like, everything has turned to poop on my end here, and I'm just trying to make it look good. It's very, very tough. It's very, very hard.
No worries.
I'm talking about the artwork here, of course. Yep, Stargate is going down.
One juicy Oracle on the way in just a moment, I'm sure. We'll see if Impact can actually get a scout on that. I'm not sure if he has any Overlords nearby that base to float on in. But for the moment, he's going to have to deal with this cheeky little adept paying the Impact base a bit of a visit.
Yeah, just having a bit of a cheeky hello. Adept coming in here, seeing what's up. Sees a spawning pool of wiggling. Knows that's where the first 100 gas is going. There's a lot of Zergs that like to get really early Overlord speed. It's pretty cool to check out. Adept shades out of there. Taking an extra 10 hit points damage than she's supposed to. First Oracle on the way, no surprises there. Ooh, a pro pick-off. 2 pro pick-offs for 2 lings? What? herO, please.
Wow. That's not bad at all. I wonder if he actually got into the main at all. I'm pretty sure he might have just gone into the natural. But if he got into the main, he would have seen the Stargate tech coming out there. 2 extra gates on the way now as well. herO probably thinking about his third base in just a moment. And we do have a spore coming up by the looks of it. Yeah,
4 and a bit minutes if you want to take that third. And you do see the pylon getting dropped down there, so he's absolutely about to expand. And just a little bit of downtime here as herO powers ahead and Impact drones up. He actually making a bunch of lings right now, but just got to give a shout out to my good friend YEGSC2 for that 15-month resub. 2-month resub from Shizk. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. And yes, aptly noted, Melty SC, we are not Rifkin and Zombie Grub. It's well spotted. Yeah, I know, it's crazy,
oh my
right?
God, I've been lied to all this time.
I thought I was Rifkin this whole time.
Oh, damn it.
Oh well. Oh, Link's coming in here for another probe kill. Looks like they will get it. Oh no! Overcharge, good spell. There's a lot of adepts coming in here towards the third, or I guess the natural, in the third location of Impact. Well, Impact made a ton of lings. He lost a few of them in that attack, though. What's he got at home? 3 queens. There's the lings.
Yeah. Those are many long lings, and those adepts aren't going to have a very long life. They keep getting hit by those queens and lings at the same time. The Oracle might complicate things a little bit, but so far so good as he chases after these units. This
is the same attack that herO did against Impact on Newkirk in Game 1, but with a little bit more strength behind it, as herO can get is getting a third already. Like, his third was really delayed, his robo was really delayed, because he went for that pylon rush. And yeah, he's going to get cleaned up, he didn't get too much done, but that's, you know, back at home, his macro is really looking solid, gotta say, for herO.
Yeah, and he does finally clean up those adepts. The Oracle's once again not having a lot of luck. Maybe a couple of drones gone down, but that's not really a big deal. I think most of the drone damage is done purely in the fact that he has to have Lings out to deal with those Adepts early on, but he's going to fall back on his usual composition of Ling Bane Hydra, getting those melee upgrades in there as well. And he's looking pretty good going into the mid game.
Yeah, he's going for the unit composition of choice. Pretty powerful against everything that Protoss has for a while. Some Oracles coming in here doing some solid harass. They're getting really low though. Oh, a bit of stasis harassment. I like it. Sacrificing one drone for the cause, and an egg as well. RIP. Overlord speed about to finish here, and a bunch of gateways finishing up for herO back at home with +1 on the way. So he is getting ready for some of that big gateway explosion action. Oh, drop a lord being made here by Impact. So it looks like he actually pulled this out against Zest. It didn't go so great for him, but it's Bane Rain. You load that thing up with Banelings, you wait for the engagement, and you try and drop them on the sentries. Or on the Adepts as well. Sentries and Adepts can definitely go down pretty quickly to those Banelings, but he definitely wants those sentries first. Bit more stasis harassment. You gotta make it rain, man. The push is coming.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit careful. He doesn't actually have anything in the sky to knock those overlords out of the way for the moment, and he is backing right up going, don't really want any of that. He does take a few of the units over in the Warp Prism though, so Impact needs to make sure he's mindful of that, doesn't move his units too far out of the way, because he may lose some drones. He's
going pretty deep here. Just sees the Warp Prism now. These Adepts are going to definitely get some drone kills before they get cleaned up. Banelings could be used. A hot pick up there on the Warp Prism from herO. Charge transition here for him. Who says you only need Adepts to win games? We got charge for the Zealots coming up here. Prism getting a little touch low, but does still have 3 Adepts within. Nice harassment here from herO. Only losing 1 Adept. Looks like Impact ready for a 4th base.
herO's got a bit of a presence on the map now, so he can sort of keep Impact back just by threatening with the Warp Prism and poking in and out on the ground. He doesn't have to commit to anything too heavy just yet, especially as he's trying to put that big juicy composition, also going in the Templar Archives. Oh man, that's unlucky, not quite being able to get that hat trick.
That reaction time from Impact was pretty sick as well. Aspire coming down here for Impact. I doubt it'll be a huge muta transition, even though it actually could be pretty powerful. A lot of Zergs just like to get 4 or 5 mutas out and use it for shutting down the Oracles, shutting down Prisms, and a little bit of light harassment. Generally, if you make too many mutas in ZVP, you're asking for a weird game.
Yeah, true. The mutas are just nice to put the Fear of God into the Protoss.
Yeah.
And Impact's creep spread is starting to look real good up this main path right now, so he's really able to push herO out of the way a little bit.
Fleet Bacon on the way.
Ooh, juicy.
Oh, cancelling those Warp in a Templar. That would have been a juicy target for that Bane Rain.
Yeah, herO saw it too. He's trying to back up out of here because he knows that this is more than he can handle in an open area. If he gets into more of a choked up position, sure, he might be able to deal with that, but it's a little tricky. And he's going to go for a drop into the middle line here at the same time as the main force moves up the front.
Oh, herO's actually a little late on the overcharge there. A couple of probes, or a few probes going down to the Bane Rain. Not too much damage, all things considered. 10 mutas on the way. That's usually more than what you see for Impact. He may be going for that huge muta transition that I said doesn't really happen.
Well, I mean, if we have a
he's getting upgrades.
Oh, he is actually committing to it because Impact has had tabs on that army for most of the game. Let's not forget that. And he knows there's actually not a lot of Sky units at the moment. There are actually some Phoenixes coming out now for herO, but it's going to be a little while before he has a decent ball of those. This might be a nice way to do some damage to herO and keep him pinned back.
Wow, going to see a fair few mutas here for Impact. Also getting Infestation Pit. He's getting 1 of every animal back at home here, Zeph. It's like the Zerg Noah's Ark right now. Taking out 1 Phoenix, and these mutas heading right into a naked mineral line. Good luck, have fun microing against this herO. Another Phoenix going down, and into the natural for some juicy probe kills.
Oh yeah, and he's cancelling those cannons.
Oh my god!
Like, so many probes. Ooh.
Oh
no, that's
god!
Bad. That's quite a number. Almost an entire mineral line, 1 probe of full saturation there in kills. A few stalkers coming in to help out, and he will have to move back a little bit. But that fleet beacon is scouted.
Nice
and,
micro.
A lot of probes went down.
A whole mineral line of probes going down to these mutalisks from Impact. Beautiful move from him. And looks like we've got another run by here. Impact with Ground Army doing the picture-in-picture at the bottom right. Engaging herO at the 4th Nexus. Not getting too much done, though. These mutas, however, they've certainly paid for themselves. They're actually denying mining on this base completely. 28 probes have gone down in total. And that means that herO's economy is in shatters right now. And Impact's is soaring Look at that worker count. 83 drones.
So well right
That's
now.
almost too many drones.
Trying to cancel the building of these
He's gonna get
Stargate
it.
units as well. He's gonna get the pylon there.
Oh
Does
my.
unpower the Stargate momentarily.
Woo!
Big force in the middle of the map as well. herO's army is such that it kind of has to travel in that one big ball, or it's not very useful. And Impact has really abused that fact. This is not an optimal position for these Banelings to be morphing in, though.
Yeah, these Banelings are going to go down for sure to these Protoss units. The Mothership is here to help out as well. Archon's soaking up a lot of those Bane hits. They don't care about no Banes. They soak it up real good. And these Mutas, kind of not really useful at the moment, except to, you know, lessen the economy of herO. Impact, if he cleans up this army, will win the game. But he has to clean up this army, and that's quite a bit here from herO.
Oh, so many probes going down behind this. This is going to make herO go all in.
He is all in.
These huge losses. Yeah, already he's on death's doorstep. A huge amount of Banelings roll through, and a lot of the ground army gets crushed. But is it enough? How much Zerg is left over here?
Plenty by the looks of things. Lots of Hydralisks and Queens here with lots of transfuse energy as well, Zeph. herO on the back foot. He's getting muscled back. There is nothing to go home to. Impact has destroyed his home base.
25 probes going down behind us. The Immortals getting picked off, and herO has nothing left. This army should be able to push through. 22 Maulings on the way. He's going to try and make some magic happen, though, with that one Warp Prism floating past. But Impact's economy is just so much better at this point.
Impact is ahead in every single way right now. His upgrades are better. His army's better. His economy's better. He is up over 100 supply on the Protoss here, and it looks like, oh, and Ling nearly killed an Archon there. That was so close. Only 16 hit points left. And Impact forces herO to tap out. GG! Impact's on match point against Roots. herO, who's been eating Zergs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even for snacks in between.
Oh, wow. Maynard, Impact is proving us wrong hard right now, and I'm loving it. He's certainly on fire. He must have spent like the whole week figuring out how to beat up herO, because he just looks amazing. herO really hasn't been in a position where we're like, this actually looks really bad for Impact.
Yeah, I mean, herO was definitely going punch for punch for a while there, but it seems like Impact's wins, not game one. Game one was just playing better. Game two was a gotcha with the mutas. Think about if he only made 4 or 5 mutas, the game would have looked very, very different there. herO would have been able to deal with that with the Stalkers and the Phoenix, but he got +1 mutas, like 10, maybe more? I'm not sure. But that many mutas, really brilliant decision there from Impact. Completely dealt with everything that Protoss had.
Yeah, he's really doing amazingly. Maybe that Adept change really has thrown herO for a loop a little bit or something.
Yeah, please don't feed the meme. The 10 hit point is not that big of a change.
We are the balance experts.
Yeah, we are the balance experts. We decide what's balanced and what's not right here. We had the microphones. You have to sit and listen. Anyway, Impact on match point as we get into this third map. Incredible performance from this Zerg so far. Hashtag Artosis was right? Question mark.
And we should have believed in the Tosis. So it looks like he may indeed be right. And this is really great. If Impact can take this, it'll be a great win to his name. Quickly, guys, the prize pool is pretty decent for this as well. Both these guys have secured themselves a minimum of $2,650 US. Because that is a second place prize. First place is $4,420 as we roll into Belgian Vestige here. So an extra $2,000 on the line here. Impact on match point. Is he going to be able to close it out with a 3-0? That would be crazy.
Once again, triggered by these slow banelings and the siege tanks. But yeah, Impact on match point. Belgian Vestige. Let's get into it. In the top left here, he's played a brilliant series so far. Can he close it out? This is Impact. It's actually my favorite Legacy of the Void song too.
Nice. In the bottom right, here's the blue Protoss herO. And my goodness, he needs to come up with something fast if he wants to stay alive in this finals.
Absolutely right. Now I'm going to try and muscle out a bit more quality out of this stream, guys. I'm sorry if this breaks everything, but... oh, please. Okay. No, we're not doing it. I had a jitter already. We're back to 7... No, it's... No, we're going back to 720. My Oznet cannot handle it. I'm sorry, guys. Zeph, let's sync up.
Alright, I'm at 58, 59.
Alright, can you pause?
Mm-hmm.
What are you at?
I'm paused at 102.
Alright. And done. Pause.
Coolio.
Rockin'. Alright, so while this beautiful StarCraft 2 soundtrack kicks in, we are in possibly the last map here, Belsh Vestige. This map is pretty good for Protoss versus Zerg, I feel. Lots of avenues of attack. An awkward fourth base for both players.
Yeah, I personally not a fan of this map as a Zerg. Some timing pushes in those third base chokes and fourth base areas are really, really deadly. But, you know, if the last couple of games are anything to go by, maybe we won't be seeing that sort of pressure. hero's kind of been stuck in his base bar, a few adepts, maybe a warp prism. Has stuck with the Stargate so far, so maybe it's time to switch it up now since it hasn't really given him much benefit in the last couple of games.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. herO has opened similarly in both games. Of course, he went for a double pylon adept rush in Game 1 that failed pretty miserably. Game 2 had the exact same follow-up, though, in Game 2 with that double Oracle Adept attack, which looks like it would pull a lot of Zergs apart, by the way. That seems really strong. I mean, the Oracles just shred Lings. Could even engage Queens with that kind of number, but Impact's just... He always seems to have the right amount of units. He's just playing better than herO right now. Of course, the series is not over.
He's doing wonderfully. Yeah, I would actually be surprised to see the 3-0. I feel like herO has to just align his chi and get back to his A game, and
Center
he should
himself.
be alright here.
Search in his mind eye for Nirvana.
It's got to be a little rustling, right, to be down 0-2 in a finals, which is best of 5, which is odd in itself. Usually you'd expect like a best of 7.
And Korean players, pro gamers, are always very, you know, modest. Well, most of the time they are, not all of them. But players like herO are very modest. You know, like, you know, I just want to play well. Impact's a really strong opponent. You know, I'm a little bit worried because he's quite good. But deep down, herO knows he's favored here. And that's got to be unsettling, I think. When you're like the guy that's supposed to win, and you're on the ropes already, like one map away from losing the final that everyone's predicting you to win. Nice Overlord Scout here from Impact, sees that Stargate tech.
I think you raise a good point there, actually, because a lot of the pros I've spoken to, bar a very, very small number, are always like, dude, being the underdog is so good, because no one's expecting anything of you, whereas if you're the favorite, you feel that pressure so much more, and it can definitely
I absolutely believe it.
If your mentality isn't quite built to handle that just yet. I
mean, I haven't been the favorite in any tournament since like 1998 when I used to play Quake in South Australian lands, and I do remember what it was like. You know, that feeling of when you're the underdog. If you fail, people are like, oh, you know, I expected it. But if you win, it's amazing. That it's like the opposite if you're favored. Anyway, first Oracle coming out here, second Oracle on the way. A very predictable opening here for herO. But he's going to get some drone damage done. One goes down, other one has to turn into a spore to save himself.
Yeah, not too bad. A couple of drones. As long as he keeps those alive, it's potential for more damage later on in the game. So, and once again, we see that 5 Adept move out coming up as the follow-up here. There aren't... Oh, actually, how many Lings are out at the moment? He may need a couple more. He's got the Queens down here as well. Actually, really nice block. Yeah. He's going to pick off at least one immediately.
Plenty of units here for Impact. 2 Adepts go down. Looks like a third probably going to go down before that Shade. 2 of them will live. But for how long?
Beautifully done.
Oh, this is actually a juicy drone line.
Here as well.
Yeah. Oracle's getting a bit of damage done. 5 drones going down here. herO's ahead in workers. 44 back at home. Adept still alive. Taking Impact a little bit of time to take them out, and they do go down. But 7 drone kills. Nice from herO. Keeps the Oracles alive as well. Definitely worth.
Yeah, that went much better. That's the kind of damage we'd hope to sort of see. Certainly could be a lot more, but that he got 7 kills out of that, and he can't be too upset with that. He's also got the Oracles here with enough energy to defend that Nexus too. So already this game is looking much, much better for herO.
Absolutely. Impact just used a lot of his lava or pretty much all of his lava to make drones just now. The Oracles are pretty much out of energy. They're rather tanked out. These Lings getting some probe damage done, and herO's taking a very aggressive third location, expanding towards the Zerg. But we know what herO's like. We've seen him before. We've done this dance, Zerf. When he decides to attack, he doesn't stop. And having this third Nexus in a forward location like that certainly helps out his cause.
Exactly, and this is the same sort of build. Once again, he's got the Robo, 5 more gates are following up. And then he really has a lot of production. He has the Warp Prism out as well, so he could push into the third base while he warps in elsewhere. Of course, maybe more likely he's going to use that Warp Prism to reinforce his units on the front lines, but we'll see how it goes, because it's going to be that Ling Hydra Bane composition yet again from Impact, and so far it served him really well.
Yeah, and Impact... I mean, a lot of Zergs go for Ling, Bane, Hydra, but not a lot of Zergs go for the Bane Rain. And Impact tried to pull that out of Zeston and got shot down really hard, but something's just... maybe Impact's been grinding ZVP just to show everyone that he can be amazing, and he's certainly, you know, playing a much different series than against... I think if Impact played this well against Zest, he would have 3-0'd him. He's looking really good against herO, but that said, though, we've got a big attack here for the Protoss heading towards that third hatchery.
A nice little run by behind this to pick off a couple of probes. Not too drastic though.
Beautiful force
nice
fields.
Nice use of the spine here to buy him some time. He doesn't have any ravages in the field, so he's just going to have to deal with those force fields. And a few Hydras coming out as well. The depths though into the natural, they do get cleaned up pretty fast though.
Yeah, Impact was ready for that shade and read him like a book there. Took the Adepts out, and with the Adepts gone, that's kind of the meat shield for this army. He has to pull back and reinforce his numbers here. The Prism getting ready for a little bit of drop harassment by the looks of things. Impact just has his units in the right place at the right time. Those Banelings and those Lings completely clean that up. So Phoenix here from herO, just a single Phoenix coming down and just a single Hydralisk to deal with it.
Yeah, if he was paying attention, he would have seen that Warp Prism swing by as well as go to send some units to the main. Looks like he is going to deal with that in a timely fashion. So
Prism's so low and actually can't help these Adepts anymore. She's too low. Oh, it's going to go down. Oh, wow. Prism getting picked off there. Didn't expect that. Ling's coming in here for a bit of a run by. Doesn't quite happen, though. Impact gets shut down, but some more damage done to this transfer. This is the danger of taking your base up here where herO's taking it, is that when you transfer probes over, there could be a Ling flood waiting.
Yeah, Impact's really up in his face every chance he gets. herO, though, he's sitting pretty. He's heading into the Colossus down there, or Disruptors, whatever.
I think it'd probably be Colossus, considering it's Ling, Bane, Hydra.
Yeah.
Could be Disruptor. I hope for Disruptor, but I'm feeling Colossus, if I had to guess.
Yeah, you can hit some really nice timings with the Colossi before the Zerg really has anything to deal with, and especially on a map like this with those chokes, they certainly do play into that nicely, but we'll see how we go. Impact is actually finally taking his 4th base on the left-hand side of the map, so that's quite a bit further away for herO to deal with if he wants to send some units over there. It's definitely going to have to be Warp Prism or A units.
Yeah, could definitely pull a fast one in Impact there and get the damage. I mean, Impact has map vision, though. He's got the Zelnaga watchtowers, he's got Overlord spreads, he's got really nice map vision, actually. Great map control from Impact as that 4th hatchery goes down. It's probably why he feels so safe at this point to move out. Lurker Den nearly finished here for Impact, and that's a very scary tech for herO to have to deal with as he goes into Colossus. But we've seen it work before against Rogue in his series in the semi-final. Nice force field here, catching some Banelings, nearly killing a Hydralisk, but 9 probes have gone down. To looks like a Bane Rain, judging by the HP on those probes.
Yeah, must have been something like that. I actually really like how Impact is not afraid to be out in the middle of the map at the moment.
He's way off creep.
And any chance he gets, he tries to get the surround on that army. So here's going to be really careful. Another load of Banes in that Overlord down there to the bottom left. He's got to keep an eye on that natural, or he might be losing a few more probes.
There's a lot of creep here if herO tends to go that way, but going through the middle of the map is really dangerous as well, because Impact has these towers, he has complete map vision, he has high ground, he's got a big army as well, but herO's not too far behind. It's a pretty tanky army as well. Oh, looks like some Bane Rain happening here. Single Phoenix could clean this up eventually, denying some mining time while the action here happens at a 3rd Nexus. Oh, that Bane Rain's going to hit these probes. Is Impact going to unload? Yes, he does.
Impact controlling on 2 fronts at once. He's going to get some probes in the main base. 15 go down at the same time. A lot of Banes wasted at the front, though, with the force fields and the Colossus fire. He has got Lurkers here on the 3rd base. He needs his 3rd base.
He's going to kill the next.
He cannot go down to 2 base against a 3 base Zerg. 4 base Zerg, excuse me.
Oh my god. Impact is poised at the very precipice of being the 3-0 finalist here. These Lurkers are shredding these Colossus, Seth. There's nothing left on the ground for herO except for an Adept and an Immortal. Stream 1 time.
Oh no.
Oh no, this is actually in-game.
This is the game.
No. What a time for a freeze.
Oh no.
That's not us. That's not us.
Get on out of
Oh, the male Korean cast is like...
Oh no. poor hero. That is actually the worst moment for that to happen.
He's sad to say he's just been holding that face this whole time. Oh man, what a time for the stream well, I mean, for the obs to disconnect there. I think that's their observer as well, or one of their observers, so they can't actually, you know, for the sake of the show to happen, they need to pause things here.
I feel stressed out now, just because of that lag. That is the worst too, because Impact may be about to win this finals, and now herO is in a really, really rough spot, and he has to just sit on it and wait until until they sort out their observer. So they may even need to recover from replay. Who knows?
Well, no, they're back.
Oh, we're good.
Back into it. I mean, this game could potentially be ending any second here. There is a huge army here for Impact, and herO is forced to do damage on creep, and this is very, very dangerous considering his army supply, and with Impact having this high ground and a big concave, so dangerous. The Colossus is actually getting wrapped around by the Lings, and that's just going to be it, GG!
GG! Oh no!
Impact just 3-0 drew herO in the grand final of the VSL. Oh my god!
Dude, Impact, what a baller. I'm so glad he proved us wrong. herO, no hard feelings there. Smiles from both players. Fantastic to save it. Impact, what a performance, dude. He smacked herO.
Focus! There it is. Impact, the champion of VSL 1. Guys, make some all caps text noise in the chat here of BaseTrade for Impact. That's really dashed everyone's predictions here, except I think Peppy got a nice bet in. I think it was $3.75. Damn! That's a good bet there, mate. You won some good bank.
Good job, guys. Well done to all of you who had much more faith in Impact than we did. It's making us look very silly.
Oh, dude, we were like, oh, paper, this is going to be really one-sided. We got the side wrong.
We did.
Damn. Look at this kid. Look at this nerd. Let's just appreciate Impact right now. And this music. He even has fireflies and sparkles floating around his head. Because that is what happens in your brain when you're a champion.
That's it. He is $4,000 richer than he was at the start of this tournament, so he's going to be feeling pretty good about that. This is a really nice win to add to his earnings on a legal act, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And guys, I know that the final has ended, but do not go away. There's going to be more on stream, I've been told. So, while we stare into Impact's the eyes of a champion, the eyes of a tiger, the eyes of a winner, while we stare at his face, we're actually going to switch to the break screen. Oh, no, we're not going to have a break. Oh. It looks like everyone's getting ready for the next segment. Now, you guys remember that the VSL also has a team league. And I do believe that the semi-finalists are going to be the captains of their specific teams, and they get to pick who's going to be in their team of badassery. See who becomes a VSTL champion.
That is right. So our top four are Impact, herO, Zest, and Rogue.
Bunch of handsome devils.
Yes, those are some darn good captains, if I may say so myself.
That's right. Now, I know some people, they don't like it when people pick up players on GSL. You know what? I love it. I love it. I can't wait to see who picks who. And it looks like Impact, being the champion, will be the first to pick, of course. And, wow. Those legs, though, Zeph. You're not impressed?
Impacts, or?
Yeah, Impact, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Impact's looking good. Zest's knees on shows. Settle down, girls out there, fangirls. Yeah.
Might need to take this hoodie off in a second.
That's right. Put some clothes on, Zest. Damn. So, yeah. I mean, this is gonna be tough to commentate, but my goodness, we are going to do our best.
Gonna cast the interviews. I really do wish we had a translation. I'd love to hear Impact's thoughts on how that went and how it is that he managed to smack herO.
How long has Impact had those? Has Impact always had those braces, or is that a recent thing?
No idea. I wish I still had braces.
You wish you still had braces.
I do. Life is so much simpler when you have metal holding your teeth in place.
That's actually not only the most objectively incorrect thing I've ever heard in my life, that's also one of the silliest things I've ever heard about you. Why would you?
I don't know,
Why
I
would
didn't
you
mind
wish
having
this upon
braces.
yourself? That's like
Once they-
that's like, hey man, when I had a broken arm, it was sick having a cast on. I loved having a cast on. With my leg up in a stirrup, just walking around in a wheelchair, that was fantastic. I just want to be back in a wheelchair again. That's what you. That's
But
what
it doesn't handicap you. Like braces are kind of cute. And,
braces are kind of
you
cute.
know, they make sure your teeth are nice and straight.
Well, that they do. But they also cause a lot of pain and stuff gets stuck in them and they feel weird and you have to put rubber bands in them and stuff.
I guess so, yeah.
And they do that. They like put a lot of pressure in your mouth. I remember what it's like to
But
have
you get to
braces.
choose the colors when they do the.
Doesn't matter to me at all. I'm actually going to put that they're interviewing Impact by the looks of things. So I'm going to sit just at the break screen and do some ads. And when we come back, we'll get some team pickups. Don't go away, guys. See you soon.